In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how we can use the multi-camera function inside of Premiere Pro. Shalom to you, my friends. My name is Isaac from Trego Studios, and on this channel we train media volunteers with the necessary skills and knowledge they need in order to serve God better in the media. So if this sounds like you can consider subscribing and clicking the notification bell so that you can be notified the next time I post a new video. So without further ado, let's get started. So in my previous tutorial, I showed you how you can use the manual method to cut and edit videos inside of Premiere Pro, where you have to make use of the razor tool and your selection tool. And I told you the necessity of making sure that your snap function is on, so that when you're cutting, you cut exactly the point where you intend to cut, so that your cutting can be accurate. All right, so today I want to show you how you can use the multicam view. I told you it's going to be a lot easier when you're using the multicam view, especially when you're working with 3 or more cameras. So using the multicam view, using the multi-camera function is going to save you a lot of time. So how do you get this set up? So of course, the first thing you have to do is to sync your video with your audio. Make sure that all your videos are synced together. All right, and if you don't know how to do that, I did a tutorial on that. You can click the title card up here so that you can watch that video on how to sync your videos together with your audio. So after you get your videos synced up, for you to use the multi-camera function inside of Premiere Pro, you will have to nest all of your files which have synced together in different layers. You're going to have to nest them into a single layer. All right, that's what nesting does. And to do that, you're going to select all of the files which have synced together by pressing Ctrl A and right click and select nest. So you're going to name this nested file. So I'm going to name this Simon Edit Nest. I press OK. Alright, you notice nothing changes yet. Alright, so the next thing you're going to do is you come down to your program preview, you select this icon here, this gear icon right here, and then come and select multi-camera. So when you select the multi-camera function, that's another step higher for you to be able to use this function. Now you'll notice that it splits the view into 2, but you discover that you're still seeing the same video both on the left and the right part of the split. Alright, so the next thing you have to do is to right click on the nested layer, which is up here, and select the multi-camera. Come down to multi-camera and select enable. Now once you click enable, you are going to have access to see all of these 3 cameras together at the same time. Now if this view is too small for you, you can zoom in by double clicking up here or pressing the tilde key on your keyboard. That's the key above the tab function. So that makes it to expand your view. Alright, so you notice that the 3 cameras are being shown simultaneously. So when I play, actually the 3 cameras will be moving. So as I play, the 3 cameras will be moving at the same time. Notice I told you that depending on how powerful your computer is, you might be experiencing some lagging while you are playing it. So if your computer is not too strong, you might have problem previewing in this kind of mode. Right, so now how do you edit with this kind of setup? Now the way it works is, as you play, you can decide which camera you want to select per time. So if I press 1, camera 1 is going to be active. If I press 2, you notice that it changes to camera 2. If I press 3, it changes to camera 3. So the beautiful thing about this kind of method is you'll be able to know if the camera you want to cut to is in good shape. I mean, the frame is okay before you cut to it. All right, so I can start with camera 1 as I play the video. Notice that this yellow icon, this yellow box here, is going to change to red. That means your changes are being recorded as you play along. But right now, if I'm changing, I'm just changing the shots at this particular spot that I am. So I can start the camera 1. So as I play along, I'll be changing this shot, and I'm going to replay it for you so that you can see that it's actually changing. All right,
that is why it is needful for me to start my preaching from the A part of that scripture. And the Holy Spirit in Habakkuk said, behold. And you know when you hear the word behold in the Bible, that is a call to our attention
So you notice that my video is lagging a bit. That's because I'm doing multiple functions on the same computer. I'm recording this audio on this computer, and I'm also recording the screen at the same time. So it's going to make the speed lower. I mean, it's going to cause a lot of lagging on this computer presently. But let me replay what I have just recorded for you. So when I go back and zoom in, you notice that at every point that I changed the camera. Now, what Premiere Pro does is it creates a cut at those points, and it changes the camera that shows on that layer. So when I play, you notice what I'm saying. So at this point, I think I started with camera 1, so changes to camera 2. Let me just scroll through so that this can be faster. I'm just going to be scrolling through those changes now. Yeah, I started with camera 1. The next cut it has changed to camera 2. The next cut it has changed to camera 3. The next cut it has changed to camera 1 again. The next cut it has changed to camera 3. The next cut it has changed to camera 1, just as I selected it while it was playing back. Alright, so this really makes your work faster if your computer is strong. So that's how you use the multi-camera function inside of Premiere Pro. Another way you can be changing this camera view is you can actually be selecting a particular camera you want to use. So instead of pressing 1, 2, you can select that particular shot you want to use. So say for instance, I want to change to camera 2, I'll just select it and it changes automatically. I want camera 3, I select it, it changes. Now, don't try to use the number keys on your keyboard. That is, if your keyboard has a dedicated number keys which is on the right side of the keyboard, that's not going to work for changing the shot. It's only the number keys that are above the letters on the keyboard that works. Yeah, so we've come to the end of this tutorial. Thank you for staying to the end of this tutorial. If you've learned one thing or the other in this video, I'd like you to give this video a thumbs up by clicking the like icon below this video and share with your friends who might need information inside this video. And if you are new to this channel and you like the contents coming from this channel, I want to encourage you to subscribe. On this channel, we train media volunteers with the necessary skills and knowledge they need to serve God better in the media. So if this sounds like you, I want you to consider subscribing and click the notification bell so that you can be notified when we post a new video. So till I come your way next time, I want you to remain faithful in God's service. God bless you.